All right, back with the G8 making this video. This is not really a step by step, but more like informative of how I did it and parts you need to take off. Um, it's not really a step by step, but a bit of information in case you guys don't know. It's 12 a.m. But I would start with here with the front because this is where you got to take off the most parts. Um, Pretty much where it says airbag, you throw in a pick, pull up, pull the tab out, and you're gonna find a Torx screw. You remove that, and then you just basically pull on the, you just pull it, and it has some push retainers in there, and that pops out. Pops out about till here. It gives you about maybe 4 fingers or whatever, but that's enough to like squeeze this out of there. Second, the sun visors. You gotta, again, there's another screw there. Um, I guess I got to tighten that because it's moving a little bit. And then right here, to remove that, there's a little push plastic pin right there. You stick a pick in there and you pull that little pin out. It's a plastic pin. Once you do that, this thing pops, it just pops right off, and then you can, then you'll be able to drop this a little more. After you do both sides, both pillars, and then both visors, then you want to come over here and pretty much stick a screwdriver here if you got a sunroof, and then push that out, pull it. Once you do that, you can remove this lid. You're gonna have to disconnect this sunroof, the pigtail behind this. Then there's gonna be 2 more screws. I don't know if they're right here or back here, I'm not sure. Most likely over here. And basically you unscrew that, and then it allows this to separate from another bracket that's inside. It's a plastic piece. Once you take off this lid and you take off the 2 screws, then pretty much you can pull from here. Pull it kind of rough. It's not going to break. Just make sure you're even on both sides, and then you pull it, and then it comes off. Don't pull it from here because it has like these hooks. So if you pull it, you're going to break the hook. So it comes off from here, and then you push it forward and bring it down. Okay, so that as you can see, we got weather stripping here, right? So all the weather stripping from all doors is going to have to hang towards half of the door, everything, because, well, for the front, not really, maybe halfway, just to kind of release this a little bit. It moves a little bit like that. But anyways, you pull all this down, right here in the back, everything on all 4 doors. Sorry about that. And basically you're able to remove these slightly. Now, on the first time I did it, I removed the whole thing, and you don't want to do that because this part right here, it's a pain in the ass to get it out of there, and you don't need to remove the headliner. You don't need to. So that's a bit of information right there. Another thing, let's go to the back. I'll show you a little bit more. Okay, so here in the back, you got grab handles, and pretty much you just do that, and you have 2 Torx, T10, I believe. One there, comes off. Same thing with this side. And when you get to the back, again, stick a pick in there, pop this out. There's another Torx in there, and then there's going to be a retainer kind of holding it. It doesn't pop off, but once you get that screw out of there, you could just grab it. This kind of falls down, and then you just slide it out. That's it. Slide it out, and just it comes out. Slide it out. Again, that weather stripping, again, all of that needs to come down. And then when you get to the dome light here in the back, you grab it from here, and then you just bring it out. Again, it's gonna have those hooks right here, so don't pull it, try to pull it from here. So there, that goes for that. Taking this sunshade off, you have to remove the sunroof. So if you want to do like I do, I put suede on both sides, the sunroof has to come off, because there's no way to take off that sunshade without taking the sunroof off. And I got a video on that, so look at my previous video, look at this video, and you'll be able to figure it out how to remove it. To make it easier, I would suggest removing the passenger seat, or at least bring it down all the way. But even then, it's hard. Once you get to the point of removing the headliner, you're gonna have to bend it slightly, just a slight bend, to get it out of this rear door. So it comes out through the right rear door. That's the way I took it out. Just be careful, have another person help you. That's what I suggest. Now, the seat is self-explanatory. You got all of these. As you can see, mine's broken. You got to be careful with these things, because you would think they just pop up, but they don't. You have to like slide them back. And this is already broken. I would show you more, but right now it's kind of late. I'll probably make another video of what these look like under, so you don't break yours. The front one, it pretty much slides out. Don't try to pop it up or something, because you're gonna break it. This one's not broken. This one did, but the dealership did this one because they did the recall on the seatbelt and they broke that shit, so they need to replace it. But you know, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I go in there to get one thing fixed and come out with broken fucking rail covers, seat rail covers. But anyways, as you can see, that one's in perfect shape. Anyways, so I hope this helps. A couple of you guys have been you know, asking for a video step by step. I mean, there's so many ways to do it. There isn't really a step by step, but I just showed you all the parts that you need to remove. You can start from the back to the front, from the front from the back, but all of that is what you need to take off to make it easier. There is Velcro here, so the headliner is held by some Velcro. Let me see if you can, let's see if you can hear it. So if you pull it down, see, and it sags, because once you take it out, make sure that you fix the issue with Velcro sticking, because for some reason the adhesive that they used right here in California, it's really hot most of the year, and that thing sags. So I tried to fix it using some type of glue, and it didn't really work out so good. It sagged after a few weeks. So I suggest you figure out what way, or maybe you want to put some snap buttons, or I don't know, something that a better locking Velcro. I think 3M sells some good stuff that's locking, and it's a lot stronger, because it has Velcro in the front also. So look at my other videos and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But pretty much that's what it takes to get it out. It's not an easy job. Somebody gave me some suggestion that, you know, because there's wire that for this light to work, there's a wire that goes here. For the third brake light to work, there's a wire that's ran through the side and all the way to the front. And then you know, there's a big old wiring harness. And it's all hot glued into the headliner. So if you want to remove the headliner, you're gonna either have to take off and disconnect the wiring harness, which I didn't even know you could do that, but somebody suggested I should have done that. I didn't. If I had to do it again, I would do that. But I actually unmelted pretty much the whole glue, took it out, and left all the wires hanging here. And then when I reinstalled it, I ended up hot gluing everything back together, which is a pain in the ass. And I suggest you just remove the pigtail or the wiring harness. I don't know where it's located. I guess if I would have known, I would have looked for it harder and I would have done it that way, but I didn't. So my mistake. Don't go through what I went through. And then right here, this third brake light is attached to the headliner, so be careful. Right here, it has two retainers, so just grab and pull down on each side and you'll hear it pop. And be careful with the third brake light, because it all comes together. Again, you can see it on my other video, and that's how I have it. After it's all said and done, you know, it takes a while. Have a buddy to help you out or whatever. Definitely it's well worth it if you decide to put suede or whatever you feel like putting on there. Mine actually came out great, and like I was saying on my previous video when I was showing you guys the headliner, a lot of people said it couldn't be done with the material I had because of wrinkles. And on my video, I was trying to look for the wrinkle and I couldn't find it, but I'm going to show you guys now. The only wrinkle I have... Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was there. Shoot. I think it's right there. This little piece right there. I guess it kind of went away, because I know it was... Yeah, I think it's right there because I could feel it. But as you can see, it isn't bad if that's the only wrinkle, and you can't even see it. Everything came out great. So, you know, it really, you can't really tell it's suede from this video, but it looks fantastic in person. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps. You guys hit me up, let me know, comment if you guys need another video or a little bit more of an explanation on certain parts. If you combine this video and my other videos, I'm pretty sure you can see what I'm talking about, and you'll have a better idea how to remove all of these things. Oh yeah, one more thing right here. Again, here's this weather stripping. You're gonna have to bring that all the way down and remove this by just pulling it. You know, grab it from here and just pull it, and you're gonna have to somehow get this loose. Now, I forgot exactly how I did it, but I believe there's a screw right here, and you unscrew that, and this kind of, you can break it loose, and this will give you about 1 inch. That way this comes off, because it's in there, and this is the part where you're gonna have to bend it down and kind of bring it to an angle. And so that right there is kind of hard, because these things don't really pop in and pop out, but you have to really kind of force it. So I suggest, like I said, both pieces. This piece right here, this is easy. It's just this that's a little harder. So just an FYI. But anyways, thanks for watching. Again, let me know if there's any more questions. All right.